And then everybody started rapping off Detroit beats. And then I linked up with ENRGY around 2019, and we just came together on this sound that you hear today. You feel me?
And is that what we're talking about when we say a Flint style beat?
The Flint style beat.
Right. And so you think that you're partially responsible for helping bring that sound out?
I really don't be giving myself as much credit as I do, but hell yeah. It was me and ENRGY that came up with that.
So you feel like you and ENRGY brought the Flint style beat, right? Like a lot of people are seeking, even people from Detroit, right? They're seeking out Flint style beats now. You can go on YouTube and find hundreds of thousands of views of people making beats for Flint style beats.
Exactly.
How do you think it came together where you two, he was just going off of you, what you were doing, and that helped develop it? Like, how do you think it got developed?
We just was coming together. At first, he was making like industry style beats, and like, all right, this is around the time when like Lil Fo, he a Chicago rapper. He was doing no hooks. Peasy was doing no hooks too, but it's like I'm like, bro, put this sound together with this sound and do the no hooks. That's why you don't like on ENRGY beats. You really don't hear no hook. It just go crazy. You feel me? And he just came with that shit. And I was like, I dropped my first tape, like, Tap In. And, like, people was fucking with it, like, with it going crazy, you feel me? Like, they was rocking with it.
Yeah.
And then Rio was going up at this time and shit. And ENRGY was like, man, I got to get some beats to him and shit. I went over there and did a feature with Rio, paid Rio. And FaceTime ENRGY, they tapped in. And that's when they got to coming out with that Dumber and Dumber mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that shit took off, like, you feel me? So, like, shit was lit, for sure, for sure.
So you kind of helped develop the sound that everybody's looking for now, you and ENRGY. Obviously, people are going to argue in the comments. I mean, like, it's not for me to decide.
This straight facts, though, right?
Yeah, like, you
like, get this shit, you can look this up. I was the first rapper on ENRGY beats.
For real?
First rapper. YSR Gramz was the first rapper. I'm going to say on the Flint style beat, goddamn. On the Flint style beat.
So you feel like you were the first Flint style artist on an ENRGY beat?
Nah, I wouldn't say Flint style artist because like you got a lot of Flint style artists, but I'm gonna say the beat you hear today, I was the first person on that. I helped him come up with that.
Wow.
You feel me? Like he put all the work in. I would just tell him like mix these two sounds together and the shit came out. You feel me?
Now, what year were we roughly talking about? And do you remember the songs in particular that kind of helped pave the way for that sound?
Shit, it was just like it was Lil Fo was from Chicago.
Yeah.
And the Detroit style, you know, the Detroit style is the Detroit style, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's just a mixture of that. That's what I told him to put together. And he came up with whatever he came up with, you feel me?
No, for sure. I'm saying what year kind of roughly are we looking at? And do you remember what songs in particular helped break the way with it?
Break the Flint wave?
Yeah. For like
I mean, Rio broke the Flint wave. Rio opened the doors. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was the one to take the sound off. Then you got Coochie Man came, you know what I'm saying? Like rappers like Louis Ray been rapping. Me and Louis been rapping around the same time, you feel me? We been grinding and shit forever, you feel me? Same as Jay, but like Rio came up like out the blue and just took off. Like it ain't no rapper like Rio. He said the craziest bars, so it's like you see why he took off how he took off, because he was saying the craziest shit and really talking the crazies, you feel me?
When you guys are coming up as artists, are you looking at initially Detroit as the headquarters for yourselves to go and figure out something, and it just naturally you were able to develop your own style outside of it and not have to incorporate?
Sure. Like every Flint artist like look up to Detroit. Like we know Detroit the headquarters because like that's like damn near the capital for real, Michigan, you feel me?
Yeah.
On the music side. So like yeah, we looked up, we was always listening and looking at Detroit. Everything they do, you feel me?
And so now Flint has its own mini infrastructure, right, which has become way bigger over time. And now you can just say Flint, or you can, you can say Beach or two, but people are going to relate it to Flint. And you're saying Rio's kind of like the lead of that. He's the one who kind of took it to the next level for everybody else.
Facts, for sure.
Now you guys, how do you guys find each other, these Flint artists? Is it just because, hey, we're from the same area and we're at the same clubs performing, or like we just relate to that area? Like, how does that come together?
You remember I told you Beecher is just this small community, right?
Yeah.
So Beecher is like probably 5 minutes from Flint. Flint is so small, so like everybody know everybody in Flint, bro. Like everybody. So like it wasn't really like people. We already knew who each other was. So like we really ain't. A lot of people really ain't hang together into the music, but I knew who you was. Like Flint's so small, you know everybody, bro. Yeah. You know everybody.
How did Crispy Life kind of come together?
Shit, Beecher. We grew up together. Me, Jay, Kid, Thad, Cass, ISO. We all grew up together in Beecher. We went to Daly Elementary. We went to Beecher High School.
Yeah.
Then the 2 schools in Beecher. You feel me? So, and Jay, that's my cousin. So like we been with each other. I just came up with Crispy Life, sitting in the crib with my homeboy, just coming up with a name. Yeah. Same shit how I came up with YSR, sitting down, thinking and putting thought behind this shit.
And when the progression of it, what made you decide like, okay, I'm gonna kind of end up take my name on to the YSR?
Shit, it was probably like, damn, my fault. It was probably like, cause like I
you
felt.
Want to bring the you want to bring the ashtray to this couch so so it gets easier for you to. No, you're good. It's just easier for you to put it up.
But like, what was the question again? Say that again, my fault.
So we're talking about you kind of not leaving. I guess you could say leaving Crispy Life, right?
Yeah.
And kind of going into like on your own way. So what made you make those decisions?
I just felt like when we started Crispy Life, we were some teenagers. We was some, you feel me? And I just feel like that was some childish shit to be like scream Crispy Life, like. You feel what I'm saying?
It's successful now, right?
No, it's successful. Yeah. You feel me? Kid kept it going, but that's how I felt around the time. Like I'm grown now. Ain't nobody really saying crispy. Like we came up with that shit and we made people spell crispy with a K. You feel me? Like I feel like that was just like on some teenage shit. We grown as hell now. Like real shit. But bro, like kept it going. I ain't gonna lie, Kid, but Kid always been like that dude. You feel me? He always been known and he always been like that dude. So it was like I already knew he was gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yeah.
Do you remember what year roughly it was that you kind of went on your own?
2019.
So 2019, you kind of bounce, you go into your own thing. Now I noticed, man, you've done like songs with people who are, you know, prospering majorly in Detroit right now, like Babytron, for instance.
That's my dog.
Finding that early, right? 2 years ago, he wasn't as substantial as he is now. People probably didn't even know he was going to be that big till now. How did you get into that collaboration?
I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie. We just followed each other on the ground. You feel me? And been locked in ever since. Like,
yeah.
We been just locked in, and I brought in the Beecher a few times. So like, this was before the time like how he got big, how he was. Like, Tron was coming to with us up in Flint, bro. Like, he locked in with kids, and he locked in with me and shit. And then we just stayed locked in. Like, he'll call me to the studio today, be like, come on, let's work. Like, that's my dog for sure.
What was it like watching that and being a part of it in the early times with him and seeing him prosper to the level he's at now?
Shit, it was just like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say I been knew Tron was gonna do that, but like, I seen the grind in him. He like how he grind, he grind. Like that, he don't stop recording, bro. So I was like, if you keep working at something, you gonna become a great. Yeah. And you gonna get your flowers, you know what I'm saying? So like, that shit was just crazy, and it motivated me to just keep doing what I'm doing because I was next to bro.
Yeah. With the way you're moving now, do you feel like you're at the level you wanted to be at or where you deserve to be at?
Nah, I got a lot of work. I got a lot of more work to do. You feel me? It's a lot of shit. I got to go back. I got to go to the drawing board. You feel me? But I'm grinding though. It's gonna pay off real soon.
When you say going back to the drawing board, that kind of insinuates a little bit that you're not getting the return from what you put in, or you feel like you might have to change direction to get a bigger reach.
Yeah, it's like you gotta have a game plan, bro. That's what I mean. Like you gotta put your goals down and try to reach them. You feel me? So like, this might not be working. So let's work on something else and do something else. You feel me? And like, music ain't really like, you don't gotta be good at music.
Damn.
You feel me? You could just say some catchy shit and blow up on TikTok now. So it's like, I got to get in my TikTok bag. I got to get on that type of side. You feel me? And like music, it's about your image too. So music just not music, bro. It's rappers that's going crazy in the rap game off just their image because they look good. You feel me?
Yeah, I was